What is going on, Laker fans? Thank you very much for tuning in. A little Lakers Talk Daily today. Preview a little bit of this Lakers Kings matchup coming up tonight. What's tip-off? Tip-off's at 7 o'clock. Pre-game show's at 5:30. Lakers 13-17. The Sacramento Kings sitting at 16-13. A couple things on the injury front I'm going to throw out there just right out the gate. Obviously, Anthony Davis will not be playing tonight. Russ is questionable. Austin Reeves is doubtful, and LeBron is probable. So, of the four players that missed the last game, Anthony Davis we know is going to be out. Those other three players, like I mentioned, Russ questionable, Austin Reeves doubtful, and then LeBron probable that they're going to go tonight. They need everybody, so I don't know what else to tell you. Lakers literally need everybody. On the Kings side of it, which is something to keep in mind as well, Harrison Barnes questionable for the game tonight, and Domantas Sabonis is also questionable tonight. So there are a couple of key guys for the Sacramento Kings as well that we're not sure if they're going to play or they're not. I kind of want to hit on a couple things here, and the Lakers are kind of going to go through this stretch right now in the month of December. I actually think there's winnable games on this trip here, and I know people are going to say, "Oh, what the hell are you talking about? Anthony Davis is not playing." You're right. I'm not going to question that one at all. But it's not like the teams that they got coming up are playing flawless basketball. So Sacramento tonight, just to give everybody an idea, Sacramento's last game, they played the Charlotte Hornets, who have the worst record in the NBA. They lost to Charlotte. I think was obviously a huge surprise, 125-119, and that game was in Sacramento. So they lost to the Charlotte Hornets. They're pretty much in their last 5-6 games playing 500 basketball. Got a couple losses on the road. They lost to Philly, New York, beat Toronto, beat Detroit, and then they lost that game to Charlotte. So they haven't been anything crazy, anything, I would say overly special of what they've done. Of course, you got to watch out for De'Aaron Fox. He's fantastic. The Lakers got a chance to see the Sacramento Kings. That was back on November 11th, and the Kings won that game. And De'Aaron Fox went on a run where nobody could stop him, and Lakers had no answer for him. They got other players, too. We'll see if Sabonis goes. If Sabonis and Harrison Barnes don't play, or one of those two guys don't play, that's a big advantage for the Lakers. So we'll see what happens there. But Kevin Huerter's a nice player. Obviously, Malik Monk, a part of their team as well. Keegan Murray, which is their rookie. So they got a few different guys, and they got off to a kind of a surprising start. 3 games over 500. But I also don't want to overreact about the Sacramento Kings. They are the Kings, and they are a team that, hasn't made the playoffs since 2006, and how much that actually attributes to where they are today, I know it doesn't mean all that much. But give them the credit that they deserve, but it's not like it's an unbeatable team. If the Lakers are going to win, Bron's going to have one of those nights, but everybody else is going to have to be right behind him. So guys like Lonnie Walker, you got to play well. Guys like Patrick Beverley, you can't be a liability on offense. Thomas Bryant, you have to, as best as you can, get 16 to 20 for the Lakers with 7 to 10 rebounds. They're going to need a number of these guys, and I'm waiting on the Austin Reeves and the Russ stuff just because we're not 100% sure if they're going to play. But that to me is what's going to be the most important thing. Last night, and I put it up on it was on Lakers Talk on our podcast. I put it up on YouTube and everything else. Brian Windhorst joined the show. And he basically said, don't expect Anthony Davis to be coming back anytime soon, that this is not just a sprain where he's going to miss a couple of games or something along those lines. So I think life without Anthony Davis, we're going to have to get used to for a little while. Still no official word from the Lakers. We still don't know how long he's going to be out for. But, certainly expect that Anthony Davis isn't going to be back anytime soon. I look at the NBA standings, and you see where the Sacramento Kings are. I know it's going to sound kind of funny, but before the season started, you were actually hoping you were where the Sacramento Kings are. And it's not like, it's a crazy difference amount of games that the Lakers are behind the Kings. Sacramento's sitting in 6th place. They're 3 games above 500, 2.5 spots for the number 1 record in the Western Conference, which shows just how clogged it is. But 3.5 back from being where the Lakers are in 12th place. So the Sacramento Kings are kind of taking the role that you were hoping the Lakers would take before the season started. Still a lot of basketball left to be played. Sacramento still has got to prove a lot. And the Lakers, obviously have to try to figure out winning without Anthony Davis. But it's interesting seeing where they are and seeing where the Lakers are, Sacramento certainly in a much better position than the Lake Show. I mentioned De'Aaron Fox a little earlier. I'm going to stay on him for a quick second. You know, that dude, I feel like every time the Lakers play, he's fantastic. And I think the key for the Lakers, you got to make sure, you know, Kevin Huerter can't drop 30 on you or 25. You got to be smart with some of those other role players. But I really feel like De'Aaron Fox is the engine for that team. If he's going to get his 25 to 30, make sure he doesn't get 10 dimes on top of it where he's setting up everybody else. Everybody else is feeling good. Their offense is flowing. That, to me, is the key. Is if there's one thing that we know the Lakers have, they got a lot of guards. So defensively, De'Aaron Fox, I think, is everything. He is that engine. If he's got a good game and he's dishing and he's scoring and you're not holding him to doing one thing, he's doing both and excelling at both, it's going to be a tough night for the Lakers. But I think if they could slow down De'Aaron Fox or make him just a scorer or make him just a facilitator, not both, they might have a chance tonight. But Bron's got to go, which it looks like he will, and then we'll kind of wait here on Russ and Austin Reeves. Laker fans, what do you think tonight? What do you think? Think Lakers are getting a W against the Sacramento Kings? Please feel free to give us your comments, and also feel free to subscribe to the channel. ESPN LA is putting up as much content as we can on YouTube. So thank you for being a part of the show, and have a good rest of your day.